From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Maria's DMs outside of the DM deep dive have been going crazy. Not with questions directed at the show, but direction of Maria being single. We learned a few weeks ago that Maria is now single. And since that time, battery life on her phone has been running low rather quickly in the day because of the messages that are coming in, including messages that are coming in to us here on the Roz and Mocha text line.
I told a guy last week I wasn't going to help you, and even if I could, I wouldn't.
How do I get a reply?
Yeah.
Help me.
A guy, like literally an hour ago, less than an hour ago, a guy named Steven reached out, wondering if you're still single, Maria. I'm interested to get to know you. Maybe we can grab a coffee.
Thank you so much.
You got to do better.
So what happened with the DM that you said you wanted to share with everyone?
Oh, I thought it was hilarious. I think the last time we spoke, you guys were asking like what guys have to do to get a response.
Yes.
And I said you had to be funny.
Right.
Anyway, so this one guy just sends me hey, and then a link to this YouTube clip, which I
Excuse me, can I touch you for a minute? The back of your head is ridiculous. I was wondering, can I have your number? Can I have it? Could I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? I love you.
You remember that from Mad TV back in the day?
Yes.
That was the best clip back then.
Okay,
So
so
clapping.
did that, can I have your number? Did that get a response from
I just said
you?
that was funny.
Oh! You're left on red.
And I said thanks. Yeah.
And then did he reach out again?
No.
Okay.
I think that was a pretty good shutdown.
Question for you.
Yes.
Do you decide that he's going to get a that's funny, thanks, just based on the video he sent, or did you also click through on his profile?
That was just the video.
I
thought it was funny.
So you didn't even click on the profile just to see?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, harsh.
What else have you been getting?
Okay. Have you guys ever watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Like once.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you know how there's that whole thing with like the Windex?
Oh, yeah. They use Windex for everything,
Yeah, so
right?
this guy slid in saying, do you use Windex on everything? Because I'll buy you as many bottles as you need.
Oh, wow.
Ew.
Okay.
Weird.
Why are you clapping for that, Shep?
Listen, man.
Don't hype the guy
No,
up.
these are weird, Shem.
That's responsible.
No,
Okay.
that's
I've had one say, send me your Amazon list. I'll buy you anything you want.
Oh, hey. Can I add? Can I add?
Yeah, sure. We'll do a group Amazon
Cool.
I
list.
got a couple of things too.
Okay, perfect.
Can I? Okay,
I won't tell him.
Okay.
And then I have one. This is Roz.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of these. I'd like to see your hilarious thighs.
Oh, right.
That's all because of you.
Context of that was Maria. They were complimenting on her body, and Maria. And we asked Maria, "Well, what do you want from a guy?" And she said to be funny. And I said, "Okay, what if somebody said you have hilarious thighs?" And that's so you're getting a lot of that.
Too many.
Your thighs are hilarious.
They're hilarious.
Damn.
Yeah.
What else are people saying?
I just have a lot of people being like, they'll try to be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting a lot of rejection here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to know, has anyone said anything to you that warranted an honest response where the conversation kept going?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And are they still going?
Yeah, here and there.
How many of them?
I don't know.
What do you mean
How
you
many
don't
of
know?
them, Maria?
Like you don't know as in you don't want to say, or you don't know because there's too many?
I don't want to say.
Is it more than 5?
No.
Is it? Okay. Wait.
So it's
Wait.
4?
Is it more than one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta keep asking questions. You get the answer.
Yeah, whatever. Just conversation.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Any plans?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Any
So at
more
least-
plans?
Any more? What do you mean? Any more?
No,
I mean,
there's
you've
no
already
plans.
done something.
No. No. I have not gone on a date yet.
Did any of these guys get a picture from Jamaica from you?
No.
Okay, interesting.
Have any guys sent you pictures through?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Block immediately.
Oh, hey.
Yo, you giving out all the secrets?
Just so you know, fellas, Maria has not yet received a picture.
No.
I'm joking.
Real body.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's Valentine's Day today.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Just reading this article about AI girlfriends and boyfriends.
Sorry, what?
So there's a lot of people that are hooking up with like chatbot girlfriend and boyfriends.
Oh, dear.
But you can't touch them.
So, yeah, but they're forming these like super deep relationships with them. So, chatbot companions use a vast amount of training and data to mimic human language, they say. But they also come with features such as voice calls, picture exchanges, and more emotional exchanges that allow them to form deeper connections with the humans on the other side of the screen. Users typically create their own avatar, and they pick out all the little details that appeals to them. There's a lot of forums dedicated to this online, and people are talking about how they've developed these emotional attachments to these AI bot boyfriends and girlfriends.
Well, because they tell you all the feeling things that you want to hear. I
Yeah.
can see how it works.
And they use them to cope with loneliness, play out their fantasies, or receive the type of comfort and support that they're lacking in their regular lives. But where this all goes wrong is that these AI boyfriends and girlfriends are run by companies. And when you look at things like TikTok and everybody else that, gathers your information for profit, that's just from what you tweet and what you post on TikTok. Imagine what these AI companies who are behind the AI boyfriends and girlfriends are able to farm from people.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
tell me what it is you like.
Everything.
What is it that you're looking for?
Like, you're saying this not publicly. You think you're saying this in private. You assume, which it is not. It's the exact same thing.
And you're giving, probably deep, dark secrets.
Everything.
No. Don't fall for it, Maria.
Like, you forget.
Listen, I ain't that desperate.
Living a single life. Don't get you an AI boyfriend.
No, but that's the sort of downfall of all this, is that people are developing these incredible relationships with these AI chatbot boyfriends and girlfriends, and not real sending pics, exchanging pics.
Well, I think that's
talking about fantasies.
But if you go away, does the bot then say, yeah, where did you go? Who were you with?
You can program it to do that. Like, if you want a demanding, I don't know why you would do that, but if you wanted your AI girlfriend to be like, where were you? Right? I guess you could program it for that.
Yeah, I was hanging out with Maria's AI boyfriend. We were at the bar.
Yes.
Watching the game.
Yes. You're cheating on me, right? But yeah, it's a big thing. It's a big thing, especially for Valentine's Day.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
I was just listening to those Beyonce country songs.
Oh, yeah, you like them?
It's amazing what you can call country these days, but one of them is straight up, I think, very much country sounding.
Texas Hold'em?
But I will say this about Beyonce. She seems to be one of the only pop stars in the game right now who's actually making songs that have a verse and a chorus, and where it's like a song that sounds like a song.
Yeah, that's Beyonce though, man.
Yes, but she's one of the only, how insane is it that to put a chorus in a song is weird now?
I'll tell you exactly why. When you look at the total time length of tracks these days, right? Some of them are clocking in at just over 2 minutes. Some of them are clocking in at 2.5.
Yeah, but you can still. Listen,
I know people are making
plenty of bands
songs.
have done that in the past.
No, but people I find now are making songs because us, the general public attention span, is so short. And also, I find a lot of artists are making music strictly to go viral on TikTok.
Yeah, I disagree with you on the length thing, because there have been plenty of 2.5 minute pop songs that had great choruses. I don't think that they have it. I think they just crank out this nonsense, call it something else, and you know, try and turn it into something. It's not a hit. It's not a song. It's barely a song.
So which one of these you want to hear first?
I don't know. I kind of like them both.
Okay, let's start with Texas Hold'em.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold'em. Lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus. Throw your keys up. Stick around, round, round.
Maria, you don't like it?
That's all right. Yeah.
It's not danceable, right?
No, it's also just like, I know she's trying to go for the country vibe, which I give her a lot of credit for. I just don't think it's country.
It's the country vibe. This is the country equivalent of if you like bought the outfit on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not.
I like it.
Yeah, like the banjo or whatever is great, but...
Okay, listen. If this song came up on a playlist, right? I may not skip it, but I'm definitely not hitting repeat.
No. Okay, go to the other one now. I don't know how you call this one country.
Okay, this is called 16 Carriages.
Yeah.
Underpaid and overwhelmed. I might cook clean, but still won't fall. Still working all my life, you know. Only God knows, only God knows, only God knows. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with
I can't vibe for this. What is this?
Like it's sort of epic, but
nah, I don't like this song.
Yeah.
Queen Bee, what you doing?
I don't know, man.
Her voice is great.
I don't know. I wish they wouldn't auto-tune Beyonce. I really do. I think singers are better without it. I think when Mariah Carey was starting out, Mariah Carey was always a little flat when she started out. She was either always a little flat or a little sharp.
Careful.
A little in, a little out. A little late, a little early. That was the best. When singers were like that, it was way better. It was way better to listen to.
Shem, haven't heard from you yet. You're a Beyonce fan.
I like the first one. I really do.
Because it had more of a beat.
Yeah, the first one I rock with. Yeah.
Ain't no hold'em.
Don't worry, Maria, I'm not going to play the whole song.
I know, you're very offended by this.
I'm not offended. It's not country.
Like, okay, if you're out with the girls drinking at a bar and this song came on, you're not going to vibe to it?
No.
Really? You're just going to stand there,
Yeah.
tequila in hand?
Yes.
and
I'll say,
not
let's just
enjoy
get
it?
another round of shots. We can ignore the song.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding.
Maria, you got to watch. Like, that beehive will come after you.
It's not fun.
I know. I'm going to have so many hate messages this morning.
I've been there. It's not fun.
I'm not saying she's bad.
Sounds like you were.
No.
Damn.
I'm just saying it's not the most...
It's not...
Like, it's not her best track.
Yeah,
Listen,
sure.
Beehive.
Yeah.
At Maria
No.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So, according to Entertainment Weekly, Taylor Swift is not going to be on the new Beyonce album. But how did all this start? So, a guy named Killa B, who produced and co-wrote one of Beyonce's new tracks, Texas Hold'em, was doing an interview with TMZ. And the guys at TMZ sort of set him up, but what do you say if you're not allowed to say anything? So you tell me if it's TMZ overreaching or if Killa B actually made it seem like Taylor Swift was going to be on the record.
Beyonce's got a good friend. And
who has some roots in
and that
country
good friend
music.
has roots in country music and then gravitated over to pop, and she's now kind of gone the opposite way, at least for this.
So when Act 2 of Renaissance drops...
No, I'm just wondering if there might be a collab that you would want to talk to us about.
Guys gonna have to wait and see. Let's just say that she is on the approach of shocking the world.
Okay.
I'll let your imagination decide what that is.
Okay, so that's how it all started.
I think it was TMZ reaching to find out if it is Taylor Swift without saying Taylor Swift.
But what do you expect from a guy who's not allowed to say anything?
Yeah.
He couldn't. The first question they asked is how many tracks on the album? And he's like, I cannot tell you that. Like, if he can't tell you how many tracks, he's doing his best. He can't, and he certainly can't say no, there's no Taylor Swift, because that means he knows something,
that's
right? It's
confirming.
information. He can only say she's going to shock the world. You just wait. It's Beyonce. Anyway, Entertainment Weekly confirmed that Taylor Swift will not be featured in any way. And then poor Killa B went on Instagram to reply to TMZ. He said, now TMZ, I never mentioned Taylor. You did, but it definitely will be an amazing album. So I guess he got in trouble for just saying too much.
Why is he even doing interviews?
It's a good point. I don't know. He's got nothing to say.
Exactly.
He's not. I mean, I don't say he has nothing to say. I shouldn't say that. He's not allowed to say.
Talk
anything.
after the album's out.
Not allowed to say anything. But he's trying to get a little press, right? Like, why wouldn't you? You're that guy, famous now. Try and capitalize on it. Do a couple more records before that one comes out.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You want to hear Dolly Parton sort of sticking up for Elle King a little bit? So do you remember when Elle King? There was that big tribute to Dolly Parton, right? And Dolly is so loved that if anybody shows even an ounce of disrespect towards Dolly, even just being in a room where Dolly's being celebrated, because Dolly wasn't even there that night, right? And the story was that Elle King showed up on stage. A bunch of artists were brought in to sort of do a big birthday tribute to Dolly and to sing a bunch of Dolly songs. And it was just like this big, beautiful night, right? And if you remember, Elle King went up and she was hammered.
Just completely wasted.
And then she started telling people that they, here.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing is true. Good, because you ain't getting it. That's it. I'll tell you one thing more. Hi, my name is Elle King. I'm hammered. We're celebrating Dolly's birthday the good old fashioned way. Yeah, go ahead and go ahead and tell my.
I can't even understand what she's saying.
No, but she's telling people they're not going to get their money back and they made a mistake buying tickets to the show and all this stuff. But because it's Dolly, everybody was outraged on Dolly's behalf. That's sort of the way it works with Dolly, right?
Protective of her.
Yes, exactly. She is so precious that any ounce of disrespect towards Dolly is met with just like rage. And so Dolly finally commented, and here's what Dolly had to say.
I hope she disses Elle King.
Elle is really a great artist. She's a great girl. And she's been going through a lot of hard things lately. And she just had a little too much to drink. So let's just forgive that and forget it and move on, because she felt worse than anybody ever could.
Right,
Dolly.
right.
Dolly. So she forgets. So we're not supposed to be mad at Elle King anymore?
No, you can't be mad at Elle King anymore,
all right? Because
right?
Dolly said so.
I know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Megan, welcome to Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. What is going on? Why are you here? Let everyone know.
Our arguments shouldn't be as bad as ours.
Oh, Megan, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. My husband and I are bad at fighting. We're both passionate and caring people, both Scorpios, LOL, and love each other a ton. But when we get into arguments, we tend to let them spiral out of control, and we both hit below the belt with comments. It's something we both hate that we do. But in the moment when things are happening, we just lose control. I know that arguments every now and then are normal / healthier than not expressing ourselves, but our arguments just seem to get nasty. Maybe we're both too stubborn.
Megan, can you give us an example of the last time one of these arguments went this exact same way that you're describing in your note to us?
Yesterday.
What'd you fight about?
Something as dumb as
the dog coming in, and he says, well, he could have stepped on me. And I says, well, I can't control him. And he says, well, you were controlling the leash. And then it just spiraled like that that it's my fault.
So when the issue with the dog, what did that argument then you said they always spiral. So what else was then brought up? What else was talked about? These below the belt hits to each other. What else took place in that particular argument that started with the dog?
I think that just both of us always think that we're right. He always thinks he's right. I always know I'm right. We're both just really stubborn. So one comment turns into, you never do this, or you always do this. And then that, like, we both get our backs up against the wall, and then we just start sort of insulting each other, which is never where either of us want to be.
I will tell you my rule for fighting, and it doesn't work for everybody. It just happens to work for us, right? Mm-hmm. Because I'm the sort of same way as you. Like if I fight dirty, right? Like I just do. I know it. Catherine hates fighting with me. I hate fighting with her. Everything, all this other stuff.
Hate it, yeah.
Okay, I hate it. I hate fighting. I don't like that kind of stuff. And then I say, it's not cool. So we established a long time ago, and it sort of happened without talking about it, but then we articulated it with each other, and the understanding that we both have, and we don't even have to remind each other, and that is, when we're fighting about something, we are only fighting about that one thing. That is our rule, okay? Meaning, if it is, taking
out the trash,
right? And if taking out the trash turns into a fight, we then don't start fighting about how I always put gas in the car and she never does, and all of this. We are only fighting about taking out the trash, meaning we could be in an argument about taking out the trash, and I could say, what do you want for dinner? She'll go, I don't know, you want to have Indian tonight? And I'm like, okay, cool, let's have Indian tonight. Because other people, if you're in the middle of fighting about taking out the trash, you say, hey, what do you want for dinner? That becomes, why do I always have to decide? Why don't you ever make a decision? When you're fighting about one thing, only fight about that one thing, and you will find that it will resolve itself without turning ugly. That's the way it is for me anyway. I don't know if that's going to work for you, but it's a pretty good rule.
How long have you and your husband been together, Megan?
9 years.
Okay. And have the arguments always been this way, or did they evolve into what it is now?
No, they sort of evolved once we got a house.
Yeah.
Just because he hates clutter, and I'm more of the way like, oh, I'll use it someday kind of a thing. So a lot of our arguments stem from the house. And then we got the dogs, and he's a little like protective of them. And I don't know, I'm sort of more like, hey, if things get like broken or damaged, like that's the life. Like we're living in our house kind of a thing. Whereas he's more like, this could have been avoided. Like, why weren't you more careful kind of thing? And it just drives me nuts.
All right.
Yeah.
And then we argue about it.
Yeah, I know. I would also say apologizing is a big part of it too.
Because you feel terrible after the fight, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to apologize and say you're wrong. Like and if that's what you're waiting for, you're never going to stop fighting. Which is, people want that closure, but they want closure because they want to win, right? And but I think after a fight, when you've both calmed down, I think that you can just say sorry. And what you're saying sorry for is that your part in letting things get out of hand. Right? You're not saying sorry because you're wrong, okay? You're just saying sorry because you were 50% of this thing getting way out of control.
That makes a lot of sense,
and you don't have to admit guilt. You don't have to keep score, nothing. But if you just, at a moment where things are calm in the middle of an argument, if you just say, I'm sorry, and they say, you know what, I'm sorry. You'll find you'll find that goes a long way. Okay, what you can't wait for is for somebody to say, you know what, I was wrong, because that's never going to happen with two stubborn people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but you can't apologize for what you did, which was you were 50% of this thing getting out of hand.
Gotcha. Yeah, really, like everything else is great. This is just like one sticking point where we both sort of just dig our heels in, and then like we're not good fighters. Like when we both dig our heels in and get our backs up, like we just.
Well,
we fight dirty. Like
now you have a different tactic to potentially use. Okay, Megan?
That helps a lot. Thank
I don't
you
know.
so
what
much,
do you do?
honestly.
Do you and Jenna fight, Mocha?
Sometimes.
But you do have like ways that you resolve, or no? It just sort of does its own thing?
It does its own thing. And I always feel like crap afterwards.
It's terrible.
Right? Because who wants to be in a fight?
No, but who wants to feel that way? I don't like the way this feels, right?
So anyway, Megan, all the best. Good luck. Stop destroying the house, okay?
Thank you so much.
I love you.
Yeah,
Bye.
Megan, stop being wrong.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Roz.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Hello.
Yo, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, no way.
What's up, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name is William.
William texted and said,
Yes, I did.
Roz and Mocha, my wife and I are longtime listeners. We've been having a rough week. Both of our kids have been sick. We've been getting zero sleep. Just wanted to see if you guys could reach out to cheer up my wife. She's a great mom, takes care of the kids. I've been trying to find out which one of you guys are her favorite, and she always refuses to tell me. I want to see if you guys can ask her directly. So,
We'd
William.
love to cheer up your wife. We don't have time for that right now, man. Sorry.
Wow.
Savage. Savage. William, what's your wife's name?
Her name is Nah.
Nah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, cool.
that's close enough. Yeah.
Is she there?
Yeah. You want me to put on speaker?
Yeah, put her on phone.
You might get some kids screaming or crying a little bit.
No, don't put us on speaker.
Don't put us on
Just
speaker.
Give her
Just
the
give her
phone.
the phone.
Give it. Oh, okay. Yeah. For you. Where's that? Pick it up.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Nah. It's Roz and Mocha.
Oh, my God.
How are you?
What the hell?
Radio.
This is insane.
How's it
I can't
going?
believe you got through. Never calls and does this stuff.
We heard that you've been having like a terrible week because the kids are sick and you guys have like not been getting any sleep and you've been taking care of everyone and
I'm
William's just
sure
like,
you know how kids are. We don't get sleep in general.
yeah, I know.
True,
But William's like been bigging you up and wanted to cheer you up because he's such a nice guy.
Of course he is. That's so cute of him.
So what's been going on with you? Tell us about your week.
Well, my son started with the pink eye.
Oh,
Now they, yeah, on Thursday they both got fevers. Now they both got ear infections. As you can, my voice is going. My mother-in-law lost her voice, so it's great.
Oh no!
Is it how many kids you got?
2, a 8-month boy and a 4-year-old girl.
Okay. Did they get pink eye from farting in each other's faces?
Well, that's what I was telling my daughter. I'm like, can you please not fart on my pillows anymore?
Yeah. Don't fart on the pillows anymore. It's not good. That's what happens.
Yeah.
It's always a pillow fart. Always a pillow
and for
fart.
kids, like farts are funny, right? Oh, well, we're sorry that you're having such a terrible day, but it sounds like you're in great spirits. We just wanted to call to say thank you for listening. Your support means everything to us. I know it's a very, very busy time for you, and knowing that you're sharing your time with us, even while you're going through your stuff, means a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
And now, before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Of course. Mocha, you're my favorite.
Cool. I hope that kid drops all the farts on your pillow.
Oh no! Love you, Nah. Thank you so much for listening.
I know why. You just jinxed it.
Yeah, big time.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, that new Bob Marley movie comes out tomorrow, and people are freaking out over it. The trailer on it looks amazing. The soundtrack is going to be amazing. Have you heard the Casey Musgraves version of Three Little Birds?
No.
It's beautiful.
Rise up this morning.
Oh my God, you kill me.
Right?
Smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
My
Beautiful,
God.
right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And people are going to love this new Bob Marley movie. You saw it, right, Maurie?
It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Really?
It was so good.
His son, Ziggy Marley, is one of the producers on the movie. Brad Pitt executive produced the movie. Kingsley Ben Adir plays Bob Marley, and he does such a great job. And Dan and Maurie had a chance to sit down with Ziggy Marley to talk all things with this Bob Marley movie.
Ziggy Marley, Rastafari, how are you?
Oh my God.
Great, yes, one love, man, one love.
One love.
This movie was one of the most incredible movies I have ever seen. One Love was so good. As a massive, massive Bob Marley fan, I felt I was there. I was in those moments. What was it like for you to relive all of that in such a large way?
It was a great experience filming the movie and being around and making sure it stay authentic. You know, that was our purpose. So we was there to make sure it stay real.
Was it hard for you to watch this movie? Because to me, it looked so real. Was this emotional? Was it hard for you?
Not hard, but emotional. There's a lot of emotion in it. My family too feel a lot of emotion. You know, my mother cry, my brother cry. It's like, there's a lot of, and we laugh too, because there's some funny things in there too that we laugh at. Because we know the Bob, we know that person. Yeah, no, it's plenty emotion, man. Lots of emotion, and that's good, you know.
How quick into the movie, or how far did you make it into the movie, Damn It Maury, the Bob Marley movie that's out tomorrow, before you started tearing up?
I would say within like 3-4 minutes, they start.
What? Because it starts off at the end?
Yeah,
don't spoil it.
I don't want to spoil it, but like
Spoil it?
No, I know, but like, I don't know if there's like another emotional part of Bob Marley's life that maybe we don't know about.
I didn't know there was an assassination attack.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. Dan Maury with Ziggy Marley.
Now, I lost count on how many joints were smoked in the movie.
Oh my God.
Was there a weed budget? Was it real weed? Were you keeping track?
No, we wasn't keeping track, but we never want to really overuse it, you know, but it's there enough, just enough.
Was it real weed?
Yeah, well, real, yeah. Real.
Yeah, I guess you have to, right?
Yeah.
With everything going on in the world, doesn't it make you smile that Bob's message, one love, is once again plastered on billboards everywhere and in our hearts?
That's the most lovely, that's the most greatest thing to me. And I think to my father too, is like, being that, because he was never an egotistical person, it was never about him really, about the message. So seeing that plastered all over the world is like, it's the most important thing that's happening in the world today. You know, it's the most important thing that's happening in the world. This one love. There's nothing bigger than it. Not more special happening in the world right now. I'm telling you, it's very important.
Would Bob love this movie?
Well, yeah, I love the movie and love the message and love the movement because it's creating a consciousness of one love. It's putting that idea out there into the world right now, and him love that. Him really love that. We come with a message behind this thing, and it's not just a vanity project or a project where just it's an ego project. This really is have a purpose behind what we're doing here. You know, and the message is the most powerful thing.
If you get a chance, go watch a trailer if you haven't seen it yet. But that new Bob Marley, One Love biopic on Bob Marley is out in theaters tomorrow. And once again, thank you to Dan It Maury for taking time to interview
man, Rastafari.
Ziggy Marley on the Roz and Mocha Show.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.